This is Overarching, podcast about St. Louis, by St. Louis, for St. Louis, you guessed it, St. Louis.
Hey.
We are, every episode we start with a little thing. We give our pledge of allegiance to our Lord and Savior, the Collector of Revenue, Gregory FX Daly, has seen here. We put him in a box. We shrunk him down, and we brought him here just for you. So, let's all rise.
Okay.
All right. Ready? I pledge allegiance to Gregory FX Daly, the one to whom we owe it all, and to our taxes which we prefer to be spent on more promises. Remember hope? Yeah, me too. That was nice while it lasted, wasn't it? Even better, remember when we used to have hope in our government? Oh, how young we were. There was even that one politician who made that their whole thing. They had those great two-tone graphics with hope in huge print right below their face. What was their name? Oh, right! Kara Spencer! Anyway, remember when politicians used to promise us things like they meant it? Nowadays, there's no political pillow talk. There's no civic seduction. Oh, baby, I promise I'll never leave you. Oh, baby, I promise I'll change. Oh, baby, I promise I'll get you that streetcar you always wanted. Nothing! We know your game now. Charlie Brown keeps voting for Lucy to be the mayor and expects her to not only keep the football in place, but to run it in its own right of way with Disney frequency down Jefferson. Where's the mystery? Where's the suspense? Where's the hope? All we need is a little hope. That's all we're asking for at this point. And hey, politicians, if you give us this one thing, you can go back to doing what you do best, making promises. And remember, as long as you keep making promises, you never have to make progress. 1% to the God of yellow envelopes ignored by all. And that's the pledge. Great work, everybody. Great work. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Gregory FX Daly, for spending our tax money somehow. Bradley,
Yes.
have you ever thought about where, various single-celled yeasts and protozoa that first occupied the earth? Do you ever wonder where they kept their money?
I mean, I started a musical about that once.
You sure did, actually, by the writers of Urinetown, but that's another story. They kept their money at First Bank because it's the first bank
Yes.
ever. The first bank to ever exist is First Bank, and that is the sponsor of our show, specifically John Charlton, a single-celled yeast
Yes.
himself
Yes.
that will write you a mortgage for a very small home.
Yeah.
And
In this economy.
in this, affordable housing.
Yes. We promise the show's funny. All right. Is that our ad read?
I think that's our ad.
All
We'll
right.
plop it in later.
Yeah. So we wanted to open the show after our pledge with a little bit of a treat, making this. Well, we realized we were a little silly sometimes, a little too silly, and so we're going to set the tone with some art, with some poetry. When we wrote this bit, I thought it'd be funny if I wore a beret. I did not plan that far, and so I grabbed the only hat I could find downstairs. And I will be reading a poem. Colin will be accompanying with vibes, musical vibes, and David will be accompanying with physical vibes while I read a poem from our great St. Louis honorary poet laureate, one Cornell Haynes Jr. I'm from the home of the Red Fox, said the entertainer, jetting off with Brian Cox. I'll see you later. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
'Cause I got something hot in the Navigator, waiting in the parking lot. A bad boy on a ride rougher than the locks. I keep them both cocked. Nina and Sabrina. Now tell me, boys, have you seen her? Have you seen her?
Where is she?
9mm making friends, believers. Hop out the two-seater in a vocal wife lover. Levi's fresh from the cleaners, heavy starch with the cuff like bucket, leave it to Beaver. Catch me in the Galleria, Plaza, or Chesterfield, rolling down Hanley Hills in a black sedan DeVille.
Those are all in the suburbs.
I used to love it when they hit me for a rocker, maybe a bopper. Kept it proper. A non-stopper, around the clocker. Now it's cool to pull up in the Benz and helicopter. You can find me in St. Louis, where the gunplay ring all day. Nah, nah, nah.
Na 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 na.
Some got jobs, and some sell yay. Others just smoke and fuck all day. You can find me in St. Louis, where the gunplay ring all day. Nah, nah, nah. Some got jobs, and some sell yay. Others just smoke and fuck all day. Thank you.
I hadn't seen that bit yet, and I heard it downstairs. I heard David in his graceful grand jetés.
Yes.
He's surprisingly agile.
Yeah.
Natural athlete David Lemon. And you dance like one too.
He was on the varsity lacrosse team in 8th grade.
That's not something anybody needs to know.
Well, they do now. And guess what? You're here.
That's because I was this height in 8th grade.
Well, on Overarching, we do a little segment that we like to call Comment Section Readers Theater. If you're not familiar with Comment Section Readers Theater is our way of therapizing the news a little bit. We take our favorite news outlets' comment sections and we make a little script out of it to make a little nice little play. Hey, surprise, guys.
I'm tired.
I'm sure you are.
Why?
David.
What?
Take the thing.
Okay. Is that mine?
It's yours. Take it.
All right.
Comment Section Readers Theater.
It's called the Vibraslap. It's a very wonderful piece of percussion.
So we trolled the various comment sections of a couple different news outlets to bring you today's headlines. You ready to jump in?
Yes. I've
Let's
got
do
the
it.
script in my hand. Here we go. Interior. Various local news outlets' Facebook comment sections.
Headline: Driverless taxi service Waymo is coming to St. Louis.
No thanks.
It's a big nope from me.
I'm good on that.
Hell no.
Fudge no.
I'll pass.
Gonna be way more accidents happening.
Clever.
This is kind of scary because practicing around doing what exactly?
Way no, thank you.
That was great.
This was a Grey's Anatomy episode. It did not go well.
With all this artificial intelligence, we are becoming a controlled society. And remember, God warned us about the mark of the beast.
What? Driverless cars lose on an open roads. Oh! Here it comes. Way more unnecessary accidents. Way more attorney calls. Way more lawsuits. Way more wrong directions. Just way more, way more.
Good one.
Incredible transforms.
I'll walk cross country before I ever use a self-driving car.
I've seen two, and they both had someone driving.
Same here. I see them driving down Jefferson, and every time it's a driver in it.
I saw one today, thought they was looking for ghosts.
What?
I didn't write it.
Saw one this morning down by the Fox Theater. However, this one actually had a female driver.
Didn't one of those things run over a cat in a different city?
You were thinking of my wife. 2 times she did that.
Hey-o! That's the Google Map car. Stop lying to these people.
Can't be as bad as a Toyota minivan with a Joy FM sticker, so whatever.
Hold on. Do you want to join us? Hey, ma'am. You want to join us?
It's all right.
Okay,
Colin, keep
cool.
going.
Yeah. What were we talking about? The Google Map? That's the Google Map car. Stop lying to these people.
Can't be as bad as a Toyota minivan with a Joy FM sticker, so whatever.
They have these in LA, and they are 10 times worse there with traffic rules.
They have these in Arizona. And they're crazy all through Atlanta. The young teens are all in them. What does that even mean?
Put some stank on that. I know they said it's coming to St. Louis, but that's a lie. Because on Saturday, the 29th of November, I've seen one going down the aisle of Walmart.
Imagine not having enough and it locks you in. OMG, LOL.
Imagine getting stuck in there. Oh my God, with warning, light, and a voice saying oxygen depleting sequence in 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Captain Obvious, it was a joke.
So nobody watched Extent with Halle Berry, did they?
I only said that, period, because I saw a man get trapped in a, period, Cybertruck and it caught on fire.
They took her husband out with one of those.
It was a joke. I don't need literal info. Thank you.
Locked the doors and ran into a train, I think. Anyway, don't do it.
Imagine stealing the car and it self-drives you to jail.
And then it lets you out at the police station.
And then it drives you to the nearest police station.
He's going to drive you straight to the police station.
STL about to find a way to steal them.
No doubt. Criminals nowadays are very resourceful.
That mug gon' be broke down faster than old girl on New Jack City who said, quote, I was prom queen.
Just like those Lime bikes.
They didn't hear about the Lime bikes, huh?
It will probably end up in River de Pear with Lime scooters.
Them Kia boys gonna turn into Waymo men. My, how they grow.
And that's Comment Section Readers Theater. These, as we say, are your neighbors.
These are your neighbors.
So, how do we feel about Waymo? How do you guys feel? I'm
We have them. We've
yes.
had them for.
That's not a feeling. That's a fact, David.
We've had them for 150 years.
Huh?
They're called trains.
Those aren't self-driving. Those are just on rails.
They drive themselves.
No, there's a person.
No.
That's what an engineer.
A rail is. A rail drives it for you.
That's not how any of that works, David.
A rail, so the car stops and starts on its own.
Yes. Were you out that?
I was on a train this morning.
Were you?
Yeah.
Was it a self-driving train?
There was a man.
Driving?
I think he's called a conductor.
Yeah, that's an orchestra.
I literally, when I saw him, I literally went up to him. He was very far away, and I went like this.
And
I am a 12-year-old boy.
that's what you do to a truck passing.
I
on
want the
highway.
steam to come out the top.
Oh, okay. All right. Which train were you on?
Amtrak.
Okay. Well, you know what? I wouldn't put it past them to be using steam engines still.
The car was quite old.
What'd you-
It was from the 70s, for sure. It was a 70s car.
steam-powered seats.
Yeah.
We have a little segment called 31425. There you go. You guys caught it. 31425, the love child of a top 5 in a tier list. 3 is mid, 1 is best, 5 is bad. We put it in this order because 314. You got it.
It's also the first
St.
5
Louis.
numbers of my phone number.
Don't be telling people that, Dave.
They don't know the other 4.
You have 5 sevenths docked yourself. No, wait, no, you've
5
tenths.
ninths.
No, you have 5 tenths.
Tenths, you're right. So there's 5 more.
You half docked yourself.
You're right. So there's 5 more digits.
There's only 6 numbers. Okay, there you go. What are the other 5 digits for the record?
In alphabetical order.
Hold on. What are the other 5 digits? Hold on. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Got him.
I heard
Got him.
I heard a good one the other day. In the spirit of the 789 joke.
Yeah.
Why was 10 so scared?
God, this is gonna be bad.
Because he's right in the middle of 9/11. And you know who I heard that from? A middle schooler who wasn't alive.
Well, they can joke. About
Yeah,
it.
they don't have the reference, so
It's
they're
like,
allowed to joke
it's
about
like
it.
us joking about Nam or something, you know? You know? It's the same thing.
This is a 31425 about broken city promises. Our city, our fair city, our wonderful city, St. Louis, that we love so much, has a track record of overpromising and, like, you know, possibly maybe delivering like 70 years in the future or not. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's
And in
just
this case specifically, not delivering.
not delivering. All of these are promises that the city broke at some point. They said, "Hey, we're going to do it," and then they didn't.
Hey, before
And it's not a bottom five. There is a best promise that the city broke, and
yeah.
a worst promise that the city broke.
Hey, did anybody watch Love Actually so far this year, this season? Remember that one guy?
The season of Love Actually?
He like goes out in the cold and he goes like this, and then he brings it down, and then he goes to see Keira Knightley. Anybody? Never mind. That's what I feel like right now.
Before we get this started, and Ashley, we
Do you
can
remember
cut
in the
this
early
part.
2000s when they wore these more frequently, and then they curled them up and they wrote? Never mind. Let's go.
No, we're 31425, and here we are. I promise.
Ooh.
Number 3, it's
What
the
are you
green
gonna say
line.
next?
It's the green line. It's the green line.
Yeah.
You knew we were going to talk about it.
All we talk about is trains, baby.
Last live show, I did, and I'll admit it. I did sit here and cry about a train, because last time we were doing this, we were like, oh man, you know, like with all the things that are about to happen in 2025, we're probably not going to get this train. And I was like, oh man, and I was pretty upset about it.
Did you Photoshop this?
No, this was on the internet.
It is Photoshop.
Yeah, correct. This does not in fact exist. I also don't know where these buildings are. This is not Jefferson.
That's Cortex.
Yeah, this isn't Jefferson. It's on the current like Metrolink line. I think they stuck a little house in there. I don't know what this is.
This is beautiful.
It's
Whoever did that deserved to be fired.
Hey now.
But I want to
I don't know,
say
man.
for all my crying last year that I did right here on this stage, I was right. I was right about everything. It's not happening. They broke the promise.
We had Kara on the show. We knew it was going to happen.
She's like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not going to give you your train. That's what she said to us with her mouth. I'm kidding. She didn't say that. Why is this 3?
Because it is like it's the most it's the middest, it's the most mid, and really like this is a broken promise that we all saw coming, and it's like it's bad because we wanted the train.
We want better public transportation.
We want better public transit, and it's okay, middle of the road because
It's not middle of the road.
it's absolutely not in the middle of the road, and it's never going to be in the middle of the road like we want it.
Was it in the middle of the road?
It was
Yeah.
center
It's going
running.
to be center running?
Yeah, did
Yeah,
you look at
no.
those elevations?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I think
It's going on for so long.
the reason it's mid is because, you know, and I guess we have to have hope, right? The city is now talking about changing this into a bus rapid
BRT.
transit line, BRT, whatever. We'll see if they do it. That's why it's mid, because
Yeah.
I don't believe anything anymore.
And because we're bad at marketing, what's the best one? Next.
This is one that I was surprised that I had never heard of. I'm not from here, you know, but like, and this was predating me, predating all of us, I think, in this room.
My favorite one. My dad and I have had conversations about this when I was like in 6th grade, which honestly, I think talking about this with my dad made me the most angry and got me really interested in city infrastructure. And every time we drove past this on our way to a Cardinal game, my dad would point it out and be like, what could have been? And he was talking about it in the positive sense.
Oh boy. The best promise the city ever broke I-755.
Raise your hand if you are
Raise your
not
hand if
familiar.
you've heard of this.
Oh, or that one. You've heard of it.
Yeah, the one with the girlfriend who's wearing the Marta sweater. Yeah, yeah.
Is that a Marta sweater?
It's a Marta sweater. It's great. Go see it at intermission. It's fantastic. I-755 was a spoke of I-55 that was going to run right through the middle of the city, right through the middle of downtown. And back in the Robert Moses' God heyday of the world, where was this?
Yeah. Which way is north on this?
I think this way. Weirdly enough, is it this way? Oh yeah, because okay, that's right. It was Truman Parkway is Truman Parkway. That's why it is what it is, because it was going to be this, and it was going to run up and through where the soccer stadium is now. Yeah, we're on stage, David.
Yeah.
Are you just liking looking at the map?
So, which way's north?
Right.
That way.
To the right.
So this is,
This map is. Yep. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's oriented
Yeah.
So
east down.
This is the intersection of 55,
David's
44.
pointing at 55 and 44.
Right, that's where it is now.
Yeah.
That is 40.
That's
and then
40.
Going, that's west.
That's west.
And then this is like, this is basically Jefferson.
Or Truman Parkway, right?
It's not, I think it was actually just right. Yeah, so you're right. So that's Jefferson, right there.
That's Jeff's right there. That's pointing at.
So
All to say.
where the soccer stadium is now, fucking yeet it.
Well,
Yeah.
lest we remember that the soccer stadium used to be a big noodle of a highway on ramp, so it lived on.
True, honestly.
I-755 was
But
gonna.
everything like that would have destroyed more historically black neighborhoods.
Oh yeah, it would have went right through the north side. Yeah, no, it's long in the tradition of destroying historically black neighborhoods to put in a highway. I-755 would have been in vogue, honestly, at the time, but they hemmed and hawed about it for like 40 years and they didn't do anything. And aren't we sure glad they didn't, except for the parts that they did. Number 4.
Hold on,
Oh,
just quick.
You got more to say?
Well, no. So if St. Louis is like one of the only cities in America where we actually orient our maps, like looking westward. So if you see so many maps of St. Louis that are like, why is it pointed westward? It's because like we were the gateway to the west, and like so many initial cartographers. Okay, shut your fucking mouth. So many cartographers, like back in the day, oriented them that way because they were like, well, what's ahead of us? Destiny, manifest destiny's ahead of us and upwards, because we're white.
Even though Orient literally means east. Just like St. Louis, doing things backwards.
Yeah.
Number 4 probably could be a good case for number 5, but I think number 5 does trump them, him, it.
For sure.
Man and company. We know him. We love him.
Hate him.
In opposite land, it's Paul McKee and everything he's done. Paul McKee, for those
This guy's
hiss,
great.
boo, hiss, yes.
But he started a company called Northside Regeneration.
Yeah, did it get regenerated?
He did it for a reason.
Master of marketing, Paul McKee. Paul McKee, our main man here in St. Louis, sitting on how many vacant properties? Something like
It's close to it was at one point close to 2,000.
yeah, I think it's down to like in the it's in the 3 digits
like-
now, but like there's also like 5 other developers that
It's
are
still in the
nipping
4
at his heels. It's bad. Paul McKee, for those of you who don't know, and Northside Regeneration are part of like a large conglomerate of a few different developers. I would hate to even
Well, yeah, but that's yet another broken promise. I'm developing.
My fly
I'm
story.
developing a 50-year plan to do nothing and to speculate on this property.
waiting for the houses to magically somehow become worth more, even though you're not doing anything to them and make a ton of money. Paul
That's
McKee,
what you think.
it is amazing to me, upon moving here, that like literally one man is responsible for so much of what's wrong in this city, and only really, I mean, in our current age, only trumped perhaps by number 5, Paul McKee. You guys all know who he is. That's why you're here. I wouldn't expect anybody in this audience who listens to this show to not think about Paul McKee when you go to sleep and have the burning rage that we do about him. Number 2.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, I would have too, possibly. I mean, before they became like, corporate overlords.
Yeah, I
Not
mean, I
Northside Regeneration. Even bigger, if you could possibly believe
Yeah,
it.
and I would have been kind of medium on this because I'm more of an amusement park than a theme park kind of guy.
Yeah, it wouldn't have had roller coasters, Bradley. It would have been,
It would have eventually.
It would have been family friendly.
Yeah,
or
I want
whatever.
the frills, baby.
I gotta
Number
say,
two.
I didn't know the name. Disney Riverside.
It was actually called Disney Riverside.
yeah.
So number 2, it would have been cool. It would have fundamentally changed our culture here in St. Louis.
Please
What?
tell me you photoshopped that.
No.
Was that
again?
just-
Found it on the internet.
Wow.
Somebody's out there dreaming and making pictures about it.
You wish upon an arch.
Oh,
There you go.
that's something.
That's fun.
Yeah. Well, no. We'll punch it up later or not. Disney Riverside would have been a theme park down, not under the arch, because it would have been in place of the arch. So we would have had.
Well, it was
Mickey Mouse.
actually proposed a year before the Aero Saarinen was chosen to design the arch.
And Eero Saarinen came in and said, instead of fun, how about a big hunk of metal?
That's pretty fun, man.
It is. The arch is fun. It's unique. It's whatever. It's closer to a roller coaster than we would have got at Disney Riverside, probably.
It's a very slow roller coaster.
But what?
It's actually scarier than a real roller coaster.
But number 2 would say that it's like, maybe somewhat of a good thing it wasn't here.
It's fine. I'm not a Disney adult, but now that I
Yeah.
have a kid, I'm just like, there's some really good songs.
Oh man, I could have taken my kid to somewhere entertaining and not had to drive like 1,000 miles.
I take him to the zoo all the time.
Do we have any Disney adults in the audience? Do we have any Disney lovers in the audience? Oh, we have one. We have one Disney adult in the audience. What like this one? This was the jury was out for me on this. Like, give me a nice loud approving sound if you would have liked this downtown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
That's why it's number 2.
Yeah. All right.
Eh?
Appropriately ranked, I guess. And in today's day and age, then it would have been the Disney's Wash Ave,
Yeah, Mississippi. Oh.
Disney's St.
And
Louis
we're
Cardinals.
moving on.
What would Disney's Wash Ave? That would City Museum would be different.
Bob
Yeah.
would not have made that.
Disney it would have been safer, derogatory.
Yeah.
And number 5, we know it, we love it. It's our legacy. David,
Ah,
thanks for doing this, bud.
it was me.
I really, we love that you look great for your age.
Been alive for 149 years.
Yeah, you were the David Lemon, the principal author of the legislation that, of course, became the worst promise that St. Louis ever broke, mending the Great Divorce.
Yes. It's next year will be the semi-decicentennial. Is that what it's called?
Sure.
Huh?
Am I wrong? Is that right?
Is that the European way to say?
Isn't that 150 semi-decicentennial? Because semi-centennial is 50.
I'm gonna let you figure this out yourself. Go, yeah, figure it out.
Internet.
No,
right.
I didn't mean on the internet.
Am I right? I like being right.
This is true. Fun fact.
We'll wait, David.
No. Keep going.
No, keep spelling it. Keep trying to, yeah.
Centennial. Fuck, that's 250.
No,
No, it's not. That's the
semi-quincentennial, yeah, dumbass.
What's 150? What's
Are you
the
gonna,
150th name anniversary?
what's 150?
A sesquicentennial. Fuck! Sesquicentennial.
Yeah.
What was that? What's 175?
Stop. What?
I think it's a semi-deci sesquicentennial.
It's a semi-deci heavy quaver.
I think it's. Hold on.
I was just stop, David.
Semi-septicent. I was close. Who does this? Who comes up with this?
Is it-
What's a dot?
Close to your computer.
It's the Great Divorce.
It's what we're gonna have in a minute. Keep Googling numbers. The Great Divorce. I don't. The split between St. Louis City and County. Again, I upon moving here, I was like, what's the big freaking deal? I don't think we'd have comment section readers theater if more people were informed about the Great Divorce and had the least bit of empathy. Well, maybe those two things are not mutually exclusive. But Great Divorce, 1876?
1876, yeah.
75 was the pictorial St. Louis.
Cool.
Yeah.
From the hot air balloon.
Which is 150, the semi-destined, whatever.
It's not sesquicentennial, David.
Sesquicentennial.
If you're going to Google stuff on stage live, at least learn. At least retain.
I'm not here to learn. I'm here to entertain. Poorly.
I'm
my biggest critic. Go.
Tax base, yada, yada, yada.
Does anybody know where the original line was supposed to be drawn? Not at Skinker. Yep. Shoot.
Kings Highway?
Close. Grand.
We said...
Correct. The correct response.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
In 1876, we're like, ain't no way the city's gonna, go past, like,
all the way out to Grand.
out in the boonies.
Legitimately, it was the last day before final voting. Somebody was like, change it. We just ran numbers again.
Yeah,
Holy...
let's keep Forest Park in the picture.
Doc came back and said, great Scott, it's got to be Skinker.
He said that guy went. He was coming back from a trip to New York, and he was like, I just met this baby named Henry Ford, and he's gonna do something that's gonna be bad for us.
Oh, I thought it was...
I guess you aren't ready for that, but your kids are gonna love it.
I did that bit because I thought the third movie of Back to the Future was 1875, and I realized it was 1885. Back to the Future was 1885.
Did you just look that up just now?
No, I know that one.
Okay.
How do I know that one?
I don't know, man. But with the Great Divorce, it is the kind of thing where, like, this promise, like, the promise of it was that it would, like, fix all these things and, like, about just, like, the state control over the city, and, like, the problem with that mentality is, like, the city's still
I don't
state.
like that. I don't like the state control over the city.
Right, but the trick is, like, it didn't work. It didn't work. It was a broken promise. And also, like, it didn't get rid of state control over the city because, one, it ensconced this border in the Missouri Constitution. And so, like, now you could say that because of this, the state has more avenues of control over the city of St. Louis. Yeah.
But what the hell does the Missouri Constitution mean?
Well,
I mean, the Missouri legislature doesn't seem to think it means anything. So why the hell are we just keeping with lines on the map? But then again, I don't like when county people tell me what to do. So maybe I'm conflicted, Bradley.
Yeah.
What's the solution?
Very easy.
Great.
Steve Stanger.
Yeah, call Steve Stanger.
There
Where
you
is
go.
he? And he's here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The dear leader, Steve Stanger. So there's been I think seven or eight.
Yeah,
7 or 8.
There been a hand. I mean, we don't like. This is not a whole show. This is a whole 3 shows that we need to do on just like all the things that have happened. I have a book that's literally this thick about just the history of St. Louis from 1851 to 1876 that I will, on a long enough timeline.
You've read it. It's there to be in the overarching shot to make Bradley look smart.
Yeah.
And well read. But there's been 8 things on. There's 7 or 8.
There's
tries.
Yeah,
Most recently, the Better Together one that
just failed.
Failed. In my estimation, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm
wrong.
This was pretty early on of me being in St. Louis, because like it seemed halfway decent as far as like getting a layer of government over whatever. But then Steve Stanger wanted to be the mayor unelected for 5 years.
Right. Yeah. Like no one in the planning committee had ever heard of a special election. Like, well, but we got to write down who's going to be the first mayor of this new, unified government. Well, how about me?
And he wouldn't budge on it.
Yeah.
And then it went to the ballot like that, and everybody was like, "No, why? Like, we don't like you, and you want to be unelected for 5 years, a term that is arbitrary at best." None of our elected officials in the area have served 5-year terms. I don't know. Where is he now? What did he do?
Oh,
I genuinely don't.
did he get?
I think he's in Florida. I'm being serious. I think he's in Florida.
Did he just like, he's like, fuck it, I'm going.
But didn't
Where do
he-
you think
Didn't
all
he get? Didn't he get?
political convicts go?
Yeah.
West Palm Beach.
He's in a worse place.
He's creating his own fiefdom in the swamp. Like Walt Disney. Steve Stanger Land. Steve Stanger World. Steve Stanger World, Tokyo. I see it now, friends. And that's 31425. Thank you so much.
Overarching, as always, is brought to you by First Bank. Bradley, St. Louis's most bank. Not only are they the first bank, they're St. Louis's largest local bank, actually. Specifically, we're sponsored by John Charlton. Thank you, Colin, a lender with the First Bank mortgage team. If you or a loved one has ever been affected by house and need to talk to a professional about money for a house, John Charlton will be your house money man. John is even my personal house money man. That's right, and I trust him with all of my house money needs. Thank you, John Charlton. Thank you, First Bank Mortgage, for sponsoring the show.
You think I could do like a sign flip thing with this? Like a.
Jesus. Oh, God. I think this next comedian you're about to see is probably one of the most prominent comedy figures we have in St. Louis. We are very lucky to have him here tonight. He's become a good buddy over the past couple months. I went on his show, and I don't know if he'd call me his good buddy yet, but for the love of God, I hope he does. Everybody put your hands together for fucking Rafe Williams.
Thank you, everyone. How about David Lemon's bulge in that dancing outfit? I could not look away at the top of the show. I was like, that guy's packing heat for St. Louis, am I right? That's tight. I want to squeeze those lemons. Hold on a second. I'm going to talk about my mom a little bit while I'm up here. Who's got a mom in here? This is crazy. What? This is about to be relatable shit, guys. Come on. Clap. All right, that's not everybody. Clap if you've heard of a mom in here. Who's heard of a mom before? Yes, ma'am. Clap if you're familiar with the concept of motherhood, ma'am. Help me out here. Thank you. I love my mom, but she's a terrible gift giver, and it's right around the corner, and I can't wait, dude. My mom is the nicest person on earth. I love her, but she's fucking awful giving gifts. Clap if you've got somebody like that in your life, or just look at them. She glanced, dude. You're in trouble, brother. And she loves me. She loves me. I got two brothers, but every year Christmas is a crapshoot. Every year, it's become a thing my brothers and I look forward to. Is like how Jackie's gonna fuck Christmas up for us. It's awesome. One year, I swear to God, she got us all giant garden lanterns, taller than these two boxes. None of us had a yard. Not one of us. My brother lived at home. My other brother was deployed to Afghanistan, and I lived on the 13th floor of an apartment building in downtown St. Louis. And I go, what the fuck are these, Jackie? Are these magic lanterns? And if we hold them together, Captain Planet will appear and help us buy a home in a horrible market. And last year, she's gonna have a hard time topping last year, because this is what she got me last year. This is not a joke. This is the truth. This is what my mom got me, 2024 Williams household. My mom got me a giant sofa-sized canvas painting as big as that Overarching Live logo of myself. Anybody ever do that for you? Anybody ever pay an artist to get out oil paints, canvas, use their God-given talent to paint you, then wrap that shit up and give it to you? Because that's a crazy thing to open on Jesus' birthday, guys. And as soon as I opened it up, I was like, cool gift. Quick question, Jackie. What the fuck would I ever do with this? It would not make me look like a raging, narcissistic piece of shit to every single human being I come into contact with. Ladies, imagine you've bumbled or Tindered or met a guy the old-fashioned way at a VFW fish fry. You know, like the Pilgrims used to do. You go out overnight on the town, you come back to his place, you say, I will come in for a nightcap, you husky Midwestern lad. As you enter his home, he's like, bathroom's down the hall, I'll pour a couple glasses of wine, and just in case you was wondering, I'm gonna murder the fuck out of you later. I have a giant Italian fresco painting of myself up in my one-bedroom apartment. That's an insane gift to give your fucking children, guys. And I got 2 younger brothers who've been accusing me of being my mom's favorite for the last 30 years. This was not helping my case at all. Those dudes got matching air fryers from Kohl's, okay? I know we're all city folk, but you've heard of Kohl's out in the county, right? Yeah, that's not a store, guy. That's a front for the Mexican drug cartel. There is no department store with a viable business model where you spend $18 and get a $9,000 gift certificate. That is not Kohl's cash. That is blood money you're spending. They didn't even get different color fryers, guys. They were both just the off-white fryer. My mom didn't differentiate between my brothers enough to even give them different colors. And they had to watch me open up a painting of me doing this because my mom's real proud of me for being a stand-up. So when I opened it up, it was like me holding a microphone looking back at me like this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a black and white photo. They fucked the eye shading up just enough. I looked a little special needs, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like not all the way, like I didn't have to go to a different school or anything like that. But I did look like the kid that used to fight the tree at recess. And let me tell you something. We all had a Mikey growing up, man. You're not better than me, okay? I heard some of you withholding laughs. We all had a Mikey in school, and if you didn't have a Mikey, I got a newsflash for you. You Mikey. And guess what? I'm still glad you're here. For this, a lot of this train talk, it makes sense. Makes sense, that would be the audience. I almost cut that joke with all the train talk. But I'm a professional and I'm committed to my jokes, and I went for it anyway. The only thing that would have made my brothers more jealous is if my mom would have recommissioned that Michelangelo painting, like with my finger touching her finger. As if to tell my brothers, go make some pizza rolls, you pieces of shit, while your brother makes his dreams come true. Jackie's wild. I'm in my mid-40s. I just got my first earring, if you want to know how my life's going. Went full dangler, didn't even go with the stud, went get dangler right out of the gate. Turquoise dangler. No white man should wear an earring like this unless he's illegally trading tigers on the internet. But I did it. I did it. It didn't do much for me in that capacity, but it did give me a lot of confidence to rent a pontoon boat at Lake of the Ozarks. Yeah, it's a St. Louis crowd. You think I was going to do some St. Louis jokes? Lake of the Ozarks, dude. Or as I like to call it, America's above-ground swimming pool. We love it. We love that nasty piece of shit. We can't get enough of it. We can't get enough of it to the point that a guy died there this year from a brain-eating amoeba. Did it stop tourism? Fuck no. Up 7%. 7% rise in tourism after amoeba swam up a guy's nose and fucking killed him because we don't give a shit. We think toasted ravioli makes us immune to all diseases. And Lake of the Ozarks is too, man. I feel like when God made the Ozarks, he was like, hey, Michael, Gabriel, get over here, dude. Check this motherfucker out right here. I'll put a deck around that. We're gonna get so much pussy in there, man. You crazy. Yeah. The ocean's fine. That's for swimming. This is for fucking. What? Am I gonna put chlorine in it? Hell no, dude. Brain-eating amoebas. Lots of used condoms and a bunch of shit. Oh, no one will go? Wrong again, angels. The entire state of Missouri will make it a must-see destination year after year after year. You gotta be careful at Lake of the Ozarks too, man. Who's been down there? Clap if you've been there. I know you've all been. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm not gonna clap. You'll see some shit you can't unsee. You get into Party Cove too young, man, you can put your Ninja Turtles away. I went to Party Cove and saw like somebody turned a weed whacker into a dildo, and let's just say, it was an eye-opening experience for an 11-year-old boy to have. I became a man that day. I went home and I immediately put Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo, and Splinter in the cabinet. I kept Michelangelo out just for one more good running day in the sun. The thing about the Ozarks people don't realize, man, it's not like the TV show. They made it sexy. There's those Ozark girls, man, you gotta be careful. There's like those Ozark mountain girls all share one set of teeth. They share one set of dentures, dude. And if you tie your boat off, they sneak down the mountainside at night and they skitter. They'll tightrope the rope to your boat, and if they get on, you got to marry one of them. A lot of people don't know that. Legally in the Ozarks, if one of those mountain girls skitters onto your boat, you have to marry her. So anyway, I'm married now, and she's nice. She was here earlier. Let's kick my wife out of here, you pieces of shit. You guys are fun, man. I feel like I can be honest and vulnerable up here. This is nice. Like we're all friends already. So I'm just gonna ask a question. Don't worry about judgment. This is a judgment-free zone. Greenfinch. Don't judge you. I'm gonna ask a question. Be cool. Does anybody else here take NyQuil, but like not the way you're supposed to? Where are my quill heads at, baby? Where are my quill billies? Come on, make some noise. I'm addicted to the Q, man. Quit drinking and smoking almost 15 years ago. Cold turkey, same day. Can't get off the quill. I'm on it hard, dude. I'm jonesing for the quill every day. I just doom scroll and I go, I know a cure for this. You guys ever decide to do that? You ever just decide, I'm about to take a vacation, but I'm not going anywhere? Because the quill is a hell of a drug, dude. It's a powerful fucking drug. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy how powerful NyQuil is. And I love it. And I started doing morning radio a couple years ago. And I've been a comedian for like 20 years. And I can't sleep. I got every sleep disorder you can have, okay? I got both insomnias. Can't get to sleep. When I get there, can't stay there. Wake up every 30 minutes. It's fucking annoying. I have sleep paralysis. For those of you who don't know what that is, shorthand to get through this joke, it's when a demon sits on your chest at night and whispers all the worst things you've ever done in your life into your open mouth. Sucks pretty bad. Don't recommend that one if you're going to pick one. And I have sleep apnea, which is not a surprise or a shock to anyone in this room by looking at me. And I see a couple of my apnea brothers out here in the audience. I'm not going to point you out. But one of you, I can still see the mask marks on your face, dude. You took a nap before you came here. I see it. People don't know how hard it is for us apnea bros, dude. We die 26 times. We go to the pearly gates 26 times a night and come back, dude. But I had to start getting up early, and I couldn't get to sleep, and it was fucking up my circadian rhythm. So instead of exercise, eating right, therapy, I just decided to chug a cap of NyQuil every night at 7 p.m. Every night, I just take a cap full of NyQuil, then I go into the spirit world like Nosferatu. And it's crazy, dude, that it's how powerful NyQuil is. It is a fucking one. It works 10 out of 10 times, guys. 10 out of 10 times. It's such a powerful, and it's crazy that we can buy it over the counter. Do you guys ever think about that? It is the most powerful drug that you can just buy. It's not like Sudafed, okay? I know we're in meth country. We know the rules. We all know the meth rules. You buy 2 boxes, you move to the next drugstore. You buy 2 more, you move to the next drug. There's a lot of driving involved. Not NyQuil, that's one trip, dude. There's about, 6,000, 7,000 people in this room right now. After this show's over, thank you, David. After this show's over, we could literally go hit the closest Walgreens, clear that bitch out right now, come back here to Greenfinch, come back in this room, all hit it at the same time, and have a little Jonestown rehearsal. And we ain't gonna die from it, but you're gonna know what it felt like when the Kool-Aid kicked in. You can just buy that shit, man. And I'm buying it by the bulk. I do it every night. And here's the thing about NyQuil. They know what they are. They know what they are. They're full of shit. They know what they are so much, they try to come up with another product. ZQuil. Fuck that shit. I want the pure, uncut. I want the Colombian NyQuil. Don't be fucking stepping on my NyQuil. I want the good, and it better taste like shit, too. That's how you know it works. Get your honey eucalyptus bullshit out of here, okay? NyQuil's supposed to taste like poison. That's how you know you've taken enough. It's also the only drug you administer by the swig. That's crazy. Comes with a cup. What do you do with the cup? You throw it in the fucking trash like an American. What are you taking, gel caps? Grow up, pussies! As soon as you take NyQuil, you're supposed to think, I've made a horrible mistake. NyQuil says they're the sniffling, sneezing, nighttime so you can get some rest medicine. But that's a lie. They should call themselves, have you ever wondered what it's like to be in a medically induced coma medicine? Because it's actually better than that. I feel like NyQuil's slogan should be like, hey, you ever wanted to finish your nightmares? So I'm pretty sure that's what the Nye in NyQuil stands for, guys. NyQuil's like, you tired of waking up during the scary part? So we're going to keep your big ass down, my man. You're going to find out how that dream with your ex-girlfriend's head on a rotisserie chicken's body and rollerblades skating around calling you fat and gay in front of your mom ends. Which I assume is a common dream we all have. NyQuil's so powerful, they had to come up with an antidote. Dayquil. And I don't know if you've cracked open a Dayquil and put it under a microscope. That's just fucking Narcan, guys. Because if you take NyQuil and you don't have Dayquil, you don't get to have a day the next day. You ever fuck up and take it twice? Where are my quill heads at? Make some noise now that we all... Yeah, see how many more people cheer once they're like, okay, I'll admit it. That's why I like asking at the end. You ever fuck up and fight it? NyQuil's not meant to be in your body for more than 20 minutes with you still being in the living world. If you fight it for more than 20 minutes, you're on a full-on ayahuasca trip. I don't know. You're in the spirit world. Did you see the size of that chicken? You're fucked up. You're fucked up. And if you fight it long enough, you'll forget you take it. You ever forget, where are my quillies? You ever forget? You ever get into like an episode of Severance, get deep in that shit, get 2 episodes in, you're like, fuck, I gotta go to bed. And you accidentally take NyQuil a second time. So if you do that, you have other people's nightmares. I accidentally took 2 capfuls one night and had to wake up and tell my neighbor how he was gonna die. It was a fucking awkward conversation. That's the end of the NyQuil joke. I wish it would have landed stronger at the end, but that's just where we are, guys. I'll end on this. Where are my dog people at? We'll do one more quick one and I'll get the boys back in. I love my dogs. I got 2 dogs. And I love them. I have a 20-year-old puggle who refuses to die. Swear to God, I looked it up the other day. I think he's the oldest living puggle, and I'm not joking. I Wikipedia'd that shit. I cannot find one older than him. He refuses to meet the Lord. Don't feel sorry for him. That dude has had the best life ever. In fact, I took him to the vet 2 weeks ago. The vet goes, hey, man, one thing you have to stop doing with this dog is bringing him here, because we don't know what the fuck is keeping this fat little goblin dog alive. Whatever you're doing is better than science. Which is a crazy thing for a doctor to say to a stand-up comedian. He's a good dude. I know what's keeping him alive. He lives his life like I live my life. He models himself after his father. He lives his life meal to meal. And you'll never get too stressed out if you just look forward to your next meal. I think that's kept him alive for a long time. Every day I feed this dude breakfast. I'm like, you gonna die today, man? He goes, what's for dinner, playboy? Could be lasagna night. I ain't trying to skip out on that. I got him, he's cool, and I got a big sloppy golden retriever mix. I don't know if dogs can be on the spectrum, but if they can, he is for sure. He would love this podcast. And that's not a disparaging comment on him at all. I love him. It's just he stares at the wall an alarming amount of the time, guys. I'll be trying to enjoy a Netflix program, and he's just Blair Witching it in the corner like... He either sees ghosts or has a touch of the tism, okay? And either way, I love him. But I grew up in the 90s and the 1900s. I don't know if you guys remember that era. And I grew up in a small town in southern Illinois with 500 people, farming community. I grew up with a long extinct animal known as an outside dog. Did anyone here have an outside dog growing up? You did? A couple people? Okay. Is anyone here familiar with the concept of a dog being outdoors? It's a crazy thing now, and I'm not advocating to have your dog outside, okay? We moved past that as a society. I'm just telling you, I used to have one, and he was cool as fuck. And it's hard not to compare these 2 little assholes to him, and they don't quite measure up, is my point. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not advocating to have your dog outside. We have moved past that. If you try to have a dog outside today, the ASPCA will come to your house, knock on your door, and shoot you in the fucking forehead. Sarah McLachlan will be on your front porch with a pump-action shotgun, singing Arms of the Angels as she puts 4 slugs directly in your chest because you put an animal in its natural goddamned habitat. which is nuts, but that's where we are, and I'm cool with it. I'm just saying it's hard not to have him measure up. My outside dog was cool. He was fucking awesome. It was like Old Yeller. He had a cool name. His name was Black Tag. Fuck yeah, dude. That sounds like a bull you ride or a horse that won the Kentucky Derby. Not a lot of Oreos and muffins running the streets at night. You ever met an outside dog named Oreo, ma'am? Fuck no, you haven't. That was rhetorical. Oreo would be dead within moments. Homicide. Did you say you had an outside dog? What was your outside dog's name?
It was Toast.
Wow, you really love that dog. Toast. I don't think your dad liked that dog's chances on the streets when he named it. He's Toast. That's what he is. Not bread. Toast probably survived the streets but had to link up with a tougher dog to do it. Who else said they had one? There was somebody else clapped somewhere. Back here. What was your outside dog's name? King Kong?
No, you can't con.
You can't come? You King Kong? Khan, like Genghis Khan. Yeah, he can come for sure. Genghis Khan did more coming than any man in history. He came on. We're all Genghis Khan a little bit right now. Khan survived the streets. Toast had to link up with Khan to survive. But Khan survived the street. I don't need a backstory. I have an unlimited amount of time out here. Who else had one? Somebody over here? I thought I heard somebody clap. You're not better than me, buddy. I don't like the way you said that. He goes, not me. I voted for Obama. Yeah, we get it. 2 people in this whole room, outside dogs and nobody else? Well, I guess that's the end of the audience participation. Well, Black Tack was cool. The point of that story is my outside dog was cool. It's hard not to compare him to my inside dogs. My outside dog, this is a true story, used to walk 10 blocks with me to the bus stop in the center of town, the post office, get on the bus with me, get a treat from the bus driver and knew him by name, get off the bus, walk home by himself, hang out in the yard all day, pee on a couple of trash cans, look at the sun at 3:30 and be like, my homeboy's about to get off school. He would walk back up to the bus stop, 10 blocks, be sitting there waiting for me, never called in sick, never missed a day, escorted me home for over 15 years of my childhood. It's a dope-ass dog. In fact, one day on the way home from the bus stop, I got attacked. 2 neighbors' dogs, chows, clearly inside dogs that got out, didn't know how to behave in the streets at all. Not like Khan or Toast to a lesser degree. They attacked me, and I was in danger for the real first time in my life. I actually was in mortal danger. One of them bit me in the leg, the other one lunged at my face. I was 8 years old, and for the first time, I was like, holy shit, am I about to die? And Black Tack defended me, and he fought 2 dogs off that were both bigger than him. And I'll be honest with you, I got away. And he got his ass kicked. It was 2-on-1, not a fair fight. Khan was there, I'm telling a different story right now. If Toast was there, I'm telling the same story right now. The point of that story is my outside dog saved my life with his courage. Meanwhile, last 4th of July, I had to give both of my inside dogs prescription anti-anxiety medicine so they didn't get scared of the fireworks in South City and hide under their $700 doggy platform Etsy daybed and shake like they did 3 tours in Vietnam. 1 Roman candle went off in fucking Dutchtown, and both of them were under there hearing credence in their head, like, it ain't me, I ain't no voting in, whoa, Lord. I'm like, why are there chopper blades in my apartment? What's happening right now? And to put that in perspective for you, my outside dog used to sleep in a plywood box in the middle of a goddamn lightning storm with a highly conductive metal chain wrapped around his neck. And if you peered out the window into the darkness, you could see the burning ember of a Pall Mall non-filter cigarette as he smoked it in a single drag, never losing the ash. Flipped it into the eye of the storm and said, if today's the day death comes for me, I hope he packed a lunch and brought his daddy. I'm like, goddamn, brother, you talk? That's crazy. I wish I had a camcorder right now. We would be rich. Because we all got voices in our head of what we think our dogs sound like, right? When we're home alone, you'll be talking to yourself. Don't act like you're better than me. We'll all be talking for them when we're home alone, right? My outside dog talked like Sam Elliott. The Double Deuce Roadhouse. Barbecue sauce. Both of my inside dogs, Richard Simmons. Both of them. Every time I'm making a sandwich in the kitchen, they're like, deal us a meal, Daddy. I'm like, why do you sound the same? You're wildly different sizes. My outside dog never went to a vet a day in his life. He lived 19 years. In fact, one time he got hit by a car when I was a kid, 11 years old, on Main Street. Took him 6 months, but he walked it the fuck off. I swear to God, he got hit. He was just like, oh, this motherfucker hit me in a Corsica. And he just kind of had a lamp. He was like crip walking for like 6 months, and then he came up out of a creek bank, popped his hip back in, and goes, sorry, I was being a pussy about that. I'm like, fuck! It's the second time you've talked, man. You gotta warn me. And now I have to give my 20-year-old fat blind puggle. I gotta read the back of every bag of dog food I buy. Because if he doesn't get enough salmon oil, his own throat will slowly swell shut and choke his bitch ass to death. My outside dog, yes, this bit is still going. My outside dog sired half the puppies in our town. He did. He was a gentleman. But he was a pimp, like Khan. He was a pimp. If Toast would have met Black Tack, all 8 titties were coming out, promise you. Promise you. Consensually. Consensually, because Black Tack was a gentleman, dude. Never talked about himself. He'd find a female dog and he'd get to know her. What were her likes and dislikes? What did she want to do? What were her dreams? Maybe follow in Lassie's footsteps and go to Hollywood. Black Tack knew because he asked questions that lead to more questions. And he never talked about himself, fellas. Number 1 rule. Then if they hit it off and had chemistry, they'd sneak behind some trash cans in an alley, make sweet puppy love. And in a few months, a bunch of courageous, intelligent, loyal puppies were making farm kids happy for miles and miles. And now every year when I host a Super Bowl party, both of my inside dogs drag their individual fuck blankets out into the middle of the living room floor. They lay on their side with their little pink lipsticks out, facing one another, and fuck the shit out of these blankets in front of all of my friends and family. And if that's not getting them enough attention, the little fat blind puggle starts to fuck the big autistic one, and I don't care that my dogs are gay. I'm very progressive. I don't even care that the big one's a power bottom. I just think it's rude to do in front of company. That's enough of me. I think you guys ready to get this show rolling again. Bring the boys back out. Please welcome to the stage the boys.
Give it up one more time for Rafe Williams.
Thanks for having me, everybody.
Okay.
You know,
I did because I am just now becoming, hopefully, fingers crossed, Rafe's friend. I didn't know that you were dry, and I brought us some whiskey and
Oh, it doesn't count if it's a podcast.
I'm holding you accountable.
No, it's fine. It doesn't count if it's a podcast, in a black box theater, on vacation, at home, or in a bar. So we're good.
If I've learned anything, I'm just gonna pour for us. You can pour for yourself.
wait. I have a question.
What?
Do people think we're autistic?
I don't want to talk.
Can I be
about
honest? Only an autistic person would ask that question.
Oh no! I thought.
And that's okay, bud. It's totally fine.
Lack of self-awareness. Oh no!
I assumed this pod was a write-off for me.
I want to say though, you said tourism went up 7% when the brain-eating amoeba thing came out.
Mm-hmm.
I think you underestimate the desire of at least 7% of people to hear, oh, there's a brain-eating amoeba that's killing people in Lake of the Ozarks, and they go, promise?
Yeah, I also think there's underestimate the amount of people in Central Missouri like, but Hulk Hogan's got beer down there. R.I.P. Hulkster.
My mom taught special education and would bring me with her to classes all the time. And I'm slowly realizing
You were just in those classes?
I was just in those classes.
That's good.
I did actually, just to, it's a true story. I did in fact ride a short bus home from school, and they insisted that it was only because there was three people on that short bus, and it was like, there's not a lot of demand for this route, and I was like, I'm putting the pieces together now.
Are you sure it's not just because you're like 5'5"?
This was in fourth grade when I was.
You've been the same height since fourth grade.
Yeah, I was. I thought I was going to be a basketball player. I got out strong. I was the tallest kid in my class in third grade, and then I stopped.
Were you really?
I really was. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You start to piece it together. It's like, yeah, and I scored all the time. It's almost like the guys let me run past them. And I got a lot of easy layups, and it felt like they weren't trying to guard me. And the other team always cheered when I scored, which was weird.
We're never bringing you back on.
Listen, I think this is a good thing about 2025. The entire United States of America realized we're all a little autistic, and we're all a little gay, and we're a better country for it.
Amen.
There you go.
Yeah.
So no shame.
We do a little thing with our guests. We call it's a real catchy title. The St. Louis Questionnaire. We got to punch that up. Okay.
Listen.
It's direct. We like that.
If we're going straight like Spectrum episode, we're going straight to the point.
I'll be honest, Questionnaire does sound like a street in St. Louis that people argue over how to pronounce.
Right. It's got
Questionnaire.
Question A.
Left on Questionnaire. It's at the Q silent. It's questioning.
It's got an S in there somewhere. Some of these are stock questions that we ask everybody,
Okay.
and some of them, no, actually none of them are tailored to
Is
you.
there a punishment?
Yeah, well,
Zero of them are tailored to
Do
you.
you want there to be?
No, I'm used to the morning radio. The morning everything, and any fan of morning radio just wants to see you get physically hurt. That is their only goal. I was like, everything is like, we need more. Gotta get shot in the ass with an airsoft gun. Ooh, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, man?
Here's the thing, like, why? Like, it's radio. Like, do they actually do that shit?
Oh yeah.
They could fake it so easy. They'd be like, all right. Here's the thing.
But
Here's
that's
how much-
the whole
We're
ploy.
gonna pretend like we're shooting you. Scream real loud, and the dumbass fans are gonna love it.
I don't think you understand the integrity of what
When a morning radio
once
The-
starts
was.
guessing
the
whether or not a
intent-
woman's
the-
breasts are real or fake,
Yes, David.
and you have to take shots with an airsoft gun, we have a little bit more journalistic integrity.
Yeah, that's right. The integrity of morning radio.
So don't play that game anymore. Thank God. When I started doing morning radio, I was like, how are you guys 20 years behind comedy and getting away with it? I felt like I was doing comedy, but in '98.
and why are
To
they?
the credit of the show I'm on, I want to say we don't do that kind of. We try to elevate it as much as we can, but there's still the trappings of morning radio are there. Where like, at some point you are going to get a punishment that sucks. Like it's just part of the camaraderie of it, I guess. But fans foam at the mouth for it. I didn't realize how important it was to fans. So they're like, I think you guys should have to rip your nipples off. And I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Just something
Yeah,
about
you guys should
degradation.
cut a pinky off. You lost the pick'em challenge. And I'm like, this is out of control.
It's degradation in the morning is exactly what I want.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to work, and I'm like, I want to fucking murder my boss. And it's just like, no, I want to see Rave talk about nipples.
On Manfred in the Toe.
Yeah. Manfred in the toe.
1013, Manfred in the Toe in the morning. Oh, God, and I'm Toe.
I'm
Not
not.
that kind of show.
Oh, I thought you were saying you preferred it that way. I was
No,
trying to.
I do not. I'm glad it's.
No,
I'm saying
he's-
like when I first. That was my biggest fear about doing morning radio as a comic. Was I'm like, I didn't want the stink on me of Manfred in the Toe or Skeeter and Butt Crack in the morning. Ooga, drive-by whoring. Yeah, look at them titties. And I'm like, no, please don't make me say that out loud.
That's one of the best bits in like modern media for radio was on Parks and Rec. What was the name of that show? Somebody knows it. There was a.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Manfred in the Toe. Great.
Yes, Manfred in the Toe.
Cool. Awesome.
But they
Good
did,
reference.
Never mind. We're gonna keep moving. Hey, I think you're right, Rafe. There he is. Thank you,
was it Crazy Ira and the
Bedrin.
Douche?
Crazy Ira and the Douche. There it is.
It is amazing how they haven't made the leap to podcasts yet.
There's a funny.
What are you talking about?
There was an episode of Tires where they go in to do morning radio, and it's like Big J Okerson and then who does the bonfire and another
Yeah.
guy, and like they're totally like, "Ooh yeah, that sounds wet." And he's just like, "Ooh, tell us about it, stud." Oh, boing, boing, boing. And then they go to commercial, and the guy's like fucking crying in the corner. He's like, his mom just died. having a rough day. Like, you hurt his feelings when you said this. Like, they come back on, and the guy's like, oh, I'm hard right now. Oh, man. That's really what it is like some days.
Mark of a true professional.
I figured it out, David. They didn't. The morning show jocks didn't make the jump to podcasts because they all ran for office as Republicans.
Actually,
Right.
you're right.
The St. Louis questionnaire
There we go.
and won. Unfortunately, the St. Louis questionnaire. Again, none of these questions
Take Seth and Patel in the
are
morning.
tailored to you. None of these questions are tailored to you. Ready? You ready?
Is this rapid fire?
That's not what that's
What's
for.
the gameplay?
If you want to keep doing that.
Oh, I could
that's
just
fine.
be a human and
Yeah,
answer a
yeah,
question?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good, cool.
And go.
What is your sandwich?
Well, St. Louis, first of all, I argue this on our show. St. Louis is a sandwich city. It is not, most people think it's the Hill, which is great. Most people think it's Toasted Ravs, which are great, or Emo's Pizza, which is great, but it is not. St. Louis is very much sandwich town. And there are so many good sandwiches. I would argue for LeGrand's. I would argue for Amagetti's a little bit. I would argue there's so many good places to get a sandwich, but, St. Paul sandwich, whatever. But gun to my head, airsoft gun to my ass.
There is one right answer to this.
The right answer is Joyous Hot Salami.
Now, wasn't it? Blue City Deli is the only right answer, actually.
Blue City Deli is a good argument, but I have to say
That's for him. It's his opinion.
that
Oh, these are
in
no, these
my
are
opinion,
these
if
are
you're-
fact-based questions.
The triple pig at Joya's is also on the table. I just when I bring people to the city, it's something that I think it's out of the box enough that you can't get it everywhere. It's thick cut salami. It's not like your run of the mill salami. It's hot. It's ready.
It's your outside salami. Now you're
yeah,
inside.
it's not, it is. It's an
Outside
outside salami. The inside salami doesn't quite measure up. So
Yeah.
the
Outside-
answer is Joya's. But
Outside salami is what David was packing during that dance. Hey,
dude, for real, man. No wonder you sell so many houses, dude. The unbridled confidence of a man.
You just
with
gave me an idea, buddy.
The unbridled confidence of
The first realtor on OnlyFans.
yo, there's-
Hey, look, there's a. Nope.
hey, look, there it is.
Hey, look. Nope.
Welcome to Fuck Properties.
Number 2, what's your local bar?
Local bar. Oh, man.
Remember, one right
I'm a
answer.
dive bar guy. Even, and I still like a good dive bar. I haven't drank in a long time, but I still like going out. I still like being in dive bars. There's a little part of me that likes the stinkiness of a Columbo's. I haven't been there in a while. I haven't been there in a while. Here's why I like Columbo's. There's a comedian named Dick Gregory who died. And he was
Gregory.
prolific from St. Louis. And he was a civil rights activist in the 60s. He wrote for Richard Pryor. He's one of the best working. And he was still,
I mean, now I feel bad about making fun of his
no,
name.
it's okay.
That's ding for me. Where's the
Wow.
bell? Ding for me. Ding for me. Ding for me.
Uh-oh. Kill him. That's 5 shots with a civil rights airsoft gun.
5 shots with a musket.
That's all I've been.
The
I couldn't
first
change
4 you
morning
missed.
radio. I just gave like more lofty names to the punishments. This is women's rights. Dunk tank.
Suffering suffragettes.
Oh, I'm about to get my legs waxed for women's rights for reproductive autonomy.
You're so brave.
It's called, if you don't get this pronoun right, I'll kill you.
I think that's just called the internet. You ready?
I saw a guy at a Dick Gregory show. This guy's like he's putting a master class on, and there's this, and he's a black comic. It's a mostly black audience, and there's one super drunk like white guy in the audience, and he's just being belligerent. And Dick Gregory shuts the whole show down, and he's like, get him out of here. Dick Gregory. Just to give you a Dick Gregory quote on the importance of this band to our society. Oh wow, thank you, police sirens, for giving us poignancy. He was like, if you, what's I don't want to get his quote wrong, but he's like, if you
talk in the front row.
If you talk in the front row, we'll kill you. No, he said once you tolerate injustice, you become injustice.
Oh.
For instance, people that paper factories give off a terrible stench, but the people that work there can't smell it, which is a super poignant thing. And this guy's like giving a master class. He's saying these super, moving stories about making. But he said he grew up in LA and that white people are weird because they're the only people. My favorite joke of the night, and I wrote it down. He goes, I live with white people in LA and they're weird because they'll hire Mexican and black women to watch their kids so they can walk their own dog, and then they pick up the dog shit. I was like, damn, that's hilarious. And also very poignant. So this guy's like going off, and this guy's drunk, and he stops the show, and he's like, you have to get out of here. You have to get out of here. This guy, I'm not doing the show. This guy refuses to leave, wraps himself around the table like he's doing a sit-in. And I'm like, I'm literally worried for this dude because I'm like, people are getting pissed. This is like a civil rights icon. He's asking you to leave, and you're picking a wrong time to do this demonstration. So they drag him out. He's dragging the table out, like by his heels. The security drags him out. He leaves a terrible review at Helium Comedy Club. And he's like, Helium Comedy Club sucks. They kicked me out just for laughing. Which is always what every drunk person who gets kicked out, and so I responded, and I was like, hey, you left a huge part of that story out, man. Then I went through the whole thing. So 2 years go by, I'm at Columbo's one night, and I'm talking to my friends, and this drunk guy keeps fucking interrupting us and being a jerk. And I said something, and somehow we start talking about Dick Gregory. He goes, I saw Dick Gregory. All right, something about Helium. He goes, I've been to Helium Comedy Club, and it clicked. And I go,
Oh, no.
You're the Dick Gregory guy. And he goes, yeah, they kicked me out just for laughing. And I go, no, you're a fucking asshole, dude. You're like the biggest asshole in the fucking world. And he decided, and he was like, you want a piece of me? He did that thing where he wanted to fight. But at Columbo's, they have this hedge and a ledge. And he was drunk, and I just gave him the old, and I'm not proud of this, but I gave him a little swamp justice. I gave him a little old heave-ho over the ledge, and he went ass up, and his shoes fell off. And I just like to think that he woke up the next day and reviewed Columbo's like, they kicked me out just for laughing. Columbo's.
Did you say swamp justice?
That's that show with.
I'm a believer in swamp justice, so it's not my better angels.
That was like
I grew up in Southern Illinois, and every once in a while, like when a neo-Nazi gets punched in the mouth on a video, I'm just like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I always thought
cool. Violence is never the answer, but sometimes it is kind of the answer. Right?
Yeah. I always thought it was weird that Nancy Grace voiced a character in Shrek. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Swamp. Anyway.
There you go.
I didn't have Kate. All right. Ready for question number 3?
And these aren't directed towards
Again,
you.
these are not about you at all.
Okay.
In Dragonheart, Battle for the Heartfire, are you more of a Drago or an Edric?
I'm more of a Drago.
For those of you who don't know, Mr. Rafe Williams has 2 IMDb credits. One is his fantastic stand special, and the other one is Dragonheart, Battle for the Heartfire.
That's right. Which
2017.
I'd like you to know is not me. I don't know how I got that IMDb
No way!
credit.
I thought it was crazy.
I love that you guys looked it up.
Yes!
And that you did your research. I have no fucking clue how I got an IMDb credit in Dragonheart, but I want to tell you, when I audition for stuff, I fucking use it.
Hell yeah.
And they're like, what have you been in? I'm like, I've been in 3 movies. Poor White Trash, true story. I lived in Southern Illinois. A guy from Benton, Illinois came back to film a movie about growing up in Southern Illinois, and the working title was Goodbye Sunrise, about a fictional town called Sunrise, Illinois. And the entire county of Jackson County, Illinois, opened up their doors to this guy. They let him shoot in their businesses and their homes, and rolled out the red carpet like, thank you for shooting a movie down here, making us look good, you're one of us, buddy. So he grew up in Benton, and then when the movie came out, he changed the title to Poor White Trash. And it had Jamie Presley and William Devane and Jeremy London from Dazed and Confused.
Wow, yeah.
And I was Hawaiian shirt bowling team guy number 2.
Yeah.
And they cut us out of most of the movie because they let us drink and we got so drunk we were hamming it up too much in the background. Like, this is unusable. But we did get one. We got to be in the scene where like Jamie Presley walks by and we all go, ooh.
Dude, I did so much research. Like in the past, I did probably like a good half an hour of just
So much
research.
On
It's for this
Dragonheart?
one bit. For this one bit.
Let's
that's a
go.
lot.
Let's go.
And I
Let's see.
couldn't-
Put me on the hot seat. If
I
could
couldn't
pass
find-
a Dragonheart lie detector.
I couldn't
test.
find anything besides you being Edric. That was like I couldn't find anything else on the godforsaken internet.
Edric is a main character,
Right.
from what I could discern from the Wikipedia
There were no
page.
pictures.
pretty
There was
juicy
no
role
like.
for me.
There
I
was
gotta
nothing.
say-
There was nothing.
I did read the
Can we
Wikipedia.
pull up Edric just to see what he sounded like in the movie?
This
is
is-
the animated?
I don't know.
I'll be honest with you. I've never seen this movie.
I gotta tell you, I read the Wikipedia page. Sorry, apologies for any Dragonheart Battle of the Heartfire fans in the audience. I did
do
read.
have some fans that
where
show
are my
up.
Heartfire
Where are my-
fans
Where are
at?
my Heartfire players at? Yeah, there he is, my man, Quill Billies and the Heartfires. That's my whole audience.
Ooh, he's hot.
So
you
there
can't
is.
pull it up.
There
but
is. There
Handsome
is.
guy.
It's a cartoon and a live action.
He kind of looks like Jonathan
both.
from Stranger Things if he was like AI de-aged a little bit.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Is it? Are you gonna turn around? Yeah, turn around your computer. This is great content.
Zoom in.
I did. I did.
did.
I did.
Quick, zoom in from the back.
He's celebrating his sesquicentennial birthday. This guy.
And here's the thing: no one's ever called me on it in an audition. No one's looking anything up. So, guys, if
That's
you need
actually-
a job. Just fucking lie.
There you go.
Honestly,
You're
no
not
one's
wrong,
looking
buddy.
nothing up.
You're not wrong.
That was actually Rafe. That was.
It wasn't me. They put a lot of prosthetics on me to make my nose incredibly smaller.
2017 wasn't that long ago, Rafe.
Yeah, I was looking good back then.
What's the best tour you've ever been on?
Man, comedy-wise, or what are we talking here?
No, History Museum or Art Museum.
Hey, oh, got him.
Okay. Man, I've been on some good ones. I just did Black Wall Street in Tulsa.
You did?
Yeah, and it was fucking cool, man.
Okay,
they
real-
really
we
Get it, you're
real
better
talk,
than
that's
us,
actually
okay?
sick.
Jesus.
That's actually sick.
It was a fucking cool. Like it was way cooler than I anticipated it would be.
Cool.
And because I remember like just being down there, and I went down there with my opener, my buddy Mike, and it was kind of cool to see through his eyes because he's a black dude, and I was like the white dude that was like carrying all the white guilt in the Tulsa. And I'm like, hey man, can I sit in the barber chair or no? And he's like, yes, of course you can. Because they had like an exhibit where you get a haircut. You sit and there's like a hologram barber that cuts your hair. And you're like in the barber shop.
What?
And they're like talking shit about the white man keeping them down. And I'm like, hell yeah, I got into it, man. Like, he is keeping us down. And it was just a really well curated tour that kind of like, because the thing that's weird to me is I learned about that during the Watchmen series on HBO.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, it's crazy we don't teach this in our schools. It's kind of a weird thing to me. That it was such a tremendous turning point in U.S. history that like we just kind of were like, well, we're just gonna leave that out of all government books, And so it was nice to go there and kind of get educated, and they curated that really, really well. But are we talking a St. Louis tour? 'Cause
Honestly,
it
that
I think
can
that's
count.
a great answer.
That's a great
Yeah.
answer.
So you're telling me
I got to go up in the arch for the first time with Mark Normand, and that was a fun tour.
I don't care
Okay,
about
that's
that
cool.
anymore. I don't care about that anymore.
Going up in the arch with Mark Norman.
You're telling me
And
that
he was on. He's never not on. If you don't know who Mark Normand is, and like he's just in the arch fucking with people in the arch class, going, "Hey, this is where we kill you. I'm gay."
there's a big-
doing
He
Mark
is.
Normand.
He's modern. He's modern day Seinfeld voice.
Yes,
That's a
he
big
is,
portrait.
He has his
and
own
he's
voice,
never
man.
Not on, so he
Yeah.
was just doing bits in the arch the whole day, and it was very, very fun.
it's a big portrait of you in the arch there. You're telling me that they have the technology in Tulsa, Oklahoma, of all places, to have a holographic barber cut your hair.
And it was fucking cool, dude.
Fun fact about Tulsa, Oklahoma: if you want to see the most like well-kept Art Deco infrastructure in America, it's in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So go.
Yeah.
It's sick.
In the center of the
Do
universe.
that tour. Do
Center
that
of the
tour.
universe. Acoustic anomaly. Actually pretty cool.
Why are we talking up Tulsa?
Welcome to Over Tulsa.
Oh, welcome.
What do you want to talk? You want to talk Wichita?
To Wichita?
Don't tempt me with
You
a
guys
good
ready
time,
to fucking
baby.
Get into Wichita?
Yeah.
Over which?
Been to Cowtown before, boys?
Listen.
There's a place in Wichita called Cowtown.
Yes.
And it's where they moved. Have you been?
No, just keep going.
You guys have to know about
Just
this. If
keep
you
going.
ever go to Wichita, listen, I love St. Louis, but they don't have a Cowtown, okay? And they basically moved the original town of Wichita outside of the city. So it's all like Old West, all the original buildings, the original Mercantile Bank, and it's like populated. They populate it with actors. And you go and you walk through it. And
So it's like Colonial Williamsburg for Kansas.
yes, pretty much. It's like, yes, it is like a it's like a year-round Renaissance fair out there. But I went in February with another comedian, and it was fucking cold, and there was only like 7 people at Cowtown, and they have like this big dramatic shootout. When you get to the main street, it's like, you robbed the bank, Ornery Dave. This is the and it's like they all had like mic packs on, you know, and like squibs and all this shit. And I felt like, as a performer, I felt so bad because I've bombed like this before, where I was like, there's 6 people here, dude. You guys can turn the mic packs off and throw me a gun. I'll get in on this shit. And you could tell their heart wasn't in it. Like, one guy clearly died before he was supposed to in the script. The guy playing the marshal, the guy comes out and he's like, and he's like, Dave, this is the last straw. And he's like, I'm tired of you too, Marshal Dillon. And that guy was already laying in the street. He clearly had a line, and he's like, just move on, move on. He didn't even want to do. And honestly, it was one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life.
I appreciate that you still remember the dialogue.
I don't know. Ornery Dave and the Squib sounds
love
like a...
You can't forget that.
Ornery Dave and the Squib
The guy
on
was
94.9.
the guy was already laying down, playing dead, and a squib went off. Like, he just gave up on the production. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
We've all been there. We're gonna end the last 2 questions
Okay.
a little earnest.
Saves Christmas. That's my favorite one. Come on.
When you tell someone about St. Louis, what's the first thing you tell them about?
First thing I tell them about?
That's what I said. Yes.
Here's what I say.
Most excited about.
It's on the screen behind you too, if you need to look again.
Oh.
I
thought you meant the answer was
hearing
back
loss.
there. When people ask me about St. Louis, I tell them about the Woody Guthrie Museum in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is also a great museum to go to.
Hold on, the last 2 live
wonderful.
shows that we've done, we've been like fucking talking up Akron, Ohio. And now we're just like, this is the 330 forever.
Hey,
and now we're like,
Seriously,
Tulsa,
though,
Oklahoma.
The Woody Guthrie
What's
Museum
up?
has an exhibit made by Oculus to show you what it was like to be in the Dust Bowl, which sucked, to be honest with you.
You're talking about like the 2 most prominent things to ever happen to Oklahoma,
I know.
besides a bombing. Never mind. Moving on.
I thought you were going to say, that was Kansas. Never mind.
That was my
Let's
ex.
see what it's about.
That's the second thing I tell everyone about when they ask me about St. Louis.
Is Wichita.
Dude, the memorial at the Oklahoma bombing building is sad as fuck, dude. Don't go down there.
But
There's little big chairs. It sucks. Don't go down there.
if you haven't been to the Oklahoma City bombing, I have a story about this. If you haven't been
don't present it that way.
the museum. If you haven't been to the Oklahoma City bombing museum, I hope most people in the room will love this as much as me, but for my actors in here. So you go in, and all these TVs are around you in the first room, and you walk in and it's got this motion sensor, and all the TVs light up, and it's showing it's the terrible news footage from that day, and all the different, like Timothy McVeigh's mugshot, and all the different, it's like this collage of horrors in front of you, and then one TV lights up kind of at eye level where you're supposed to look, and a woman walks on. And she says, "Hi, I'm Kristen Chenoweth, an a Broadway star, but most importantly, an Oklahoman." And she guides you through the fucking Oklahoma City Bombing Museum because she's the most famous person they could get. And it's the worst thing ever, and I hate it.
Does she break out into song at any point?
No!
That's like her thing, right?
I wish.
She's like this little bitty dynamite.
That's the worst part.
Did you
They
say
could've-
dynamite?
Right here's where it went boom. Okay, Kristen, take it down a notch. You're scaring the shit out of people.
I think that honestly, the Oklahoma City bombing musical might be better than Queen of Versailles.
Wow.
That's for 3 people in this room.
Let's never do jokes for 3 people again.
That's exclusively what we do, David.
Accurate.
Have you seen our YouTube numbers? Subscribe on YouTube. Woo! One more thing. If you were...
The actual thing I say, if I
You didn't
may,
say
Yeah, please
when
do.
I talk to people, like because I run a comedy festival here. I think St. Louis is a great city. I've had a good career out of this city.
Give it up for Flyover,
There's
guys.
always, yeah, you should
This
check
man
out Flyover
has a
Comedy
big
Fest.
hand in
Shameless plug.
Flyover Festival.
And we bring 300 comedians in. We do 80 shows over 4 days, and everybody comes in here and they get to experience St. Louis the way that I know it. Because I'm like, this is a fucking cool town. People come out. You get real people coming out to see live shows. I appreciate all you guys being here right now, man. I know it's Christmas time. I know you have other shit you could be doing. I appreciate you here. These guys appreciate you here. And you get real audiences. It's not like when I go to LA and it's fucking industry people who are over it. They're not ready to have it. These are the real slice of life folks. And I always tell people when they come here that I'm like, I lead with the bad. It's a shit sandwich. I go, St. Louis is awesome. Downtown sucks. You have to know that about St. Louis. Don't go downtown looking for a good time. The neighborhoods are where it's at. And that's kind of what I like about this city, dude, is it is like, there are so many cool fucking neighborhoods that like on a different day, I could send people into Lindenwood Park, or I could send people into Dutchtown, or I could send people into Tower Grove, and there's 10 or 15 cool things they could do that day. And the fact that like every neighborhood kind of feels like a small town in a way, and of course you always have to end with not as many people get murdered as you think.
It's not that bad.
That's out there, guys.
The
My
crime
favorite thing to lead
statistics are skewed because of the city and county.
Yeah, because
you
it's
gotta
right before
understand.
1876.
My favorite thing to lead with when somebody's coming in that exact scenario is to be like, not as many people are murdered here as you think, but twice as many people are murdered in Kansas City
As you think.
than St. Louis.
Aha.
But Missouri loves to tell you we're way more dangerous. And that's why the Kansas City Chiefs are moving to Kansas.
Yes.
Moving on.
Because it's safer in Kansas?
No, probably.
yeah,
I don't know.
Uh,
Tax dollars.
They haven't figured out guns yet. 'Cause John Brown took them all.
Kansas figured out guns. You know there's people named Kansas that like walk around like this?
You know, you're probably not wrong. Actually, I think everybody who's named
Wait,
Kansas
hold on.
has
Isn't
this.
that from Briscoe County Jr.?
Is there someone
Isn't
in
there
Kansas?
Kansas?
I thought you were going to not tell
That's
jokes
just
for
for
3
me and
people
Bradley.
in here.
I need to
Sorry.
rewatch that show.
Okay, just for me
you
and
guys really
Bradley.
doing a lot to deflect that autism allegation.
Yeah.
that was getting thrown out there.
Has anybody heard of Briscoe County Jr.?
Yes, great show.
Are you fucking kidding me,
Okay,
Ray?
there's the 3 people, right?
Yes!
It's a wonderful show.
Oh, God, Bruce Campbell.
It was Bruce Campbell's like trying to break out from the Ash Williams
Yes.
role, and
Yes.
he was just Ash Williams again.
We're hanging out every day from now on, Ray.
We're buds.
We're not breaking
David,
the best friends
David.
allegations.
You're being
They
too...
can't leave. Lock the door. Put an episode on.
Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
closing your
dun,
computer
dun, dun, dun. Did you know the Olympics music is the Briscoe County Jr. theme
David,
song?
I would like
I'm
to
not
point
kidding.
Out, I would like to point
I'm
this
not
out, David,
kidding.
and I'm not trying to throw shade, but
Ha.
at the opening credits of the Briscoe County Jr., he is riding on top of the train. I just want to say that. 1,000%.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
it up. He is riding a train
Oh, yeah.
on top, and I have a feeling, I'm sensing a theme.
He is.
So,
Have you watched it with Bradley and I?
I've never heard of what you're talking
What?
about.
What is it?
So,
We'll fix that
Get the
later.
fuck out of here.
This is our
my bar!
This is our show now.
I'm the Briscoe now.
I will say to defend our audience, who I know listens to this show because they too like trains.
I love trains.
The
Planes
the
all over.
autism to liking trains comparison, that, my friends, that is caraganda. And you can take that with you. Deflect anybody who shames you for liking trains. That is caraganda. That's what's wrong with this country. It's big car. It's GM.
It's a big car coming at you
Big
with
car.
some information. Don't say everything.
Big car coming at you, running
Yeah.
over you on gravel.
Outside car versus inside car.
That's right.
Inside car was a bar PM. A little while ago.
Yeah, cop vehicles, inside bar.
I think you.
Light rail, outside car.
Not. We don't get it. Anyway.
Moving on.
I think you probably already answered this with flyover, but I'd love to hear what else. But this is my favorite question of the bunch.
Thank you. I wrote it. Oh,
if you were
that's so nice.
If you were to shut the fuck up, David. If you were to, I'm kidding. I love you.
Cut that part out.
David is like so eager to be liked, even when we've spent more than 5 minutes talking into a microphone in public about how big his dick is. Tonight, he's just like,
I'm married.
if
Hell yeah, you are.
Yeah, dog.
Dang.
It's fucking right.
if you were to build,
That's his Dick Briscoe County Jr. by the
There you
way.
go.
No, it's Briscoe County Senior.
yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. Yeah.
I'm mad that I didn't say that.
You set me up, dog.
You were quick. I was going there. I was going to say too. If you were to build something in St. Louis, if you were to shut up, I'm trying to ask the question. If you were to build something in St. Louis, what would it be?
If I were to build something here,
Yeah, it could be ephemeral. It doesn't need to be like with your hands.
it could be ephemeral.
It could be an idea. It could be a comedy festival. It could be a.
Camaraderie.
There you go.
Honestly,
That's
that's what the city needs. There's more camaraderie.
I like to build community.
Hey,
I like to
Rafe,
build connection and community.
Rafe, you don't need to deflect your emotions with humor.
Like, clearly, you don't know what comedians are. That's exactly how I ended up here.
Clearly, you don't know that he's wrote 4 musicals top to bottom to deflect his entire life.
Shut the fuck up, David. Lock the doors. This is therapy now.
Do you understand that his wife
feel
just
alive.
laughed the loudest?
We got 4 main characters that are barely discernible from one another. This will never sell.
Barely discernible.
I've written 4 musicals about my mom.
Well, yeah.
It's not a lie.
It's not a lie.
That's the joke with comedians is when you finally do your one. Everybody does a one-person show and they're all called mom. If I could build anything, I would finish Cement Land.
Hey!
Give it up. That's the best answer.
That's the correct answer.
I would take my blue-collar aesthetic into a boardroom. I would get the funding. I agree.
Honestly,
Hey.
I agree.
I don't know if it was a promise.
I agree.
It was. You're right.
You're right. It wasn't a promise.
Give it up.
It was
You're
a
right.
fucking murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know.
We have that.
Yeah, come on. Let's tear this place apart.
We have
No,
that.
not this place.
Destroy this place.
No, wait.
In honor of Cement Land, let's set the Greenfinch on fire.
We have that set up for a future episode.
You found us out. He's buried under the basement like Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh, we're never having him back.
Man.
He set the
To be
place on
fair,
fire.
Bob partied.
Don't point down. Don't point down. He's not here for real.
No, Bob partied here a ton.
Oh, he did. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true.
Bob
It was the way out.
Bob's spirit is in this room right now.
Who's
dude.
got a Ouija board on him?
It's 2 Bobs.
Let's summon Bob like the ghost of Cement
Bob
Land
got
past.
absolutely pissed in this very room hundreds of times. He just-
Like in the floor?
No. Like British pissed. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yes.
It's like, this motherfucker got absolutely pissed over here.
I'm going to take a bunch of old dump trucks and
that's a
build a
sudden-
city with them.
That's
Was
a-
Bob Cat?
I
Wait,
like
wait.
him British.
Was Bob
I like
Cat-
that he's from St. Louis, but he's British
Yeah.
and we don't explain it.
Hold on.
What? You fucking ought to be weary of a man who keeps bees.
What if
Oh,
I,
Bob,
what
are
if I
you
put
Jason
a,
Statham? That's right.
That's right.
What if I put a play?
Land. Dude, let's make a movie about Bob.
Oh, but Jason Statham is Bob?
I'm about to build a museum with a Ferris wheel on top. And nobody can fucking stop me.
Jason Statham is the city museum guy. I mean, he is just doing movies that are job titles at this point. The janitor. Jason Statham is the city planner.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'd watch that.
Believe me, I've pulled all the permits I need.
I've I've got an irrational fear of tacos.
The NIMBYs wouldn't stand a chance.
Dude, your impressions are spot
Let
on.
me tell you something.
Why aren't you more famous? Like,
I don't
you should
know.
be the
Good
most
question.
famous person
Follow
in
me
the
on
world,
Instagram.
Rafe.
There's 7,000 people in here. If they all follow you on Instagram, that would move
You
the
probably
needle.
have seen his set. It's got hundreds of millions of views on the YouTubes.
Some of it.
What's that? The Dr. Squatch Don't Tell? Is that what it is?
Yes. I did a little
What
bit
a
of that
fucking
tonight.
good set. Go
Thanks,
watch his.
man.
Go watch his set. It'll put
Watch
some
my
hair.
set.
It'll put some hair on your butt. You know
Think
what I mean?
about Cementland being finished by Jason Statham. That's the one main takeaway.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I'll tell you what I want you to do.
Yeah, it's so good.
I want you to grab a burlap sack and go up to the 5th floor and go down this big fucking slide I built. You'll feel like a kid again.
But just reversed spiral staircase.
Yes.
He might be the only person in
These
shape to
these
actually.
caves are made of crystal. Nobody knows why.
Summer 2027.
Maybe that's why we all are in such pain after going to City Museum, because it was actually built for someone as in shape as Jason Statham.
It is.
Bob Gasly was jacked.
Was he?
Dude, Bob was yoked, man.
You know
Yeah,
what?
man.
Even if that's not true, he deserves that legacy.
He was hung like David Lemon.
Yeah.
I don't want to be known for this.
Why?
That is the new St. Louis slogan we're taking out tonight. Yeah, that guy was hung like David Lemon. And don't explain it to anyone. Use it in context with your friends and get it off the ground.
Just like
If Brent were here,
Unlike David's
Unlike
penis,
David-
get it off the
Yeah, I
ground.
know. David actually only has one leg. He just puts his dick in a shoe to make people
Oh.
feel better.
Jesus Christ.
And that, my friends, was Overarching Live. Give it up one more time for our
All right.
Rafe Williams, for David's new best friend.
Thank you.
Rafe Williams.
Thanks, guys.
I'm Colin.
I'm David.
And I'm Bradley.
And that's Ashley in the booth.
Hey, give it up for Ashley!
And this was Overarching. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Come on back for our next live show on March 14th for no reason.
Oh, it's
314
not like-
day right
yeah.
here. And stay tuned. We're coming back with a new season
We
of
have a super,
Overarching.
super, super special guest for that show, so stick around.
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
be here.
yeah.